We really need to interrogate the complex history of gender discrimination, and the library rightly tries to build representation of female voices, but we must equally ask the question, are we elevating all women? Are we elevating the stories of women who are not white, who are not straight, who are not able-bodied? Are we? And what is our role in that? So I want to not just talk about feminism, although it is one of my favourite topics. I want to talk to you about the works that matter. As you focus on the works of the 19th and the 20th century, I think of the works that have had a profound impact on me, beyond Sylvia Plath, who still has a profound impact on me. I think, for instance, of a book like Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit by Jeanette Winterston. That's one of those books. This is the story of Jeanette, if you haven't read it, adopted and brought up by her mother as one of God's elect. While she seems destined for life as a missionary, she falls for one of her converts. At 16, Jeanette decides to leave the church, her home, and her family for the young woman she loves. As a young queer woman, this book had a huge impact on me. I read it as I was grappling with my own sexuality. It was powerful and it was punchy, and it still is. And I think about in our own century, the works that have been written and finally being talked about. I think of Girl, Woman, Other by Bernadette Evaristo. Following the lives of 12 characters in the United Kingdom over the course of several decades, some of the themes explored, if you haven't read it, I'm sorry, I'm just like a book reviewer now, but I want to talk to you about why these books are profoundly important. Racism and feminism and politics. I suppose you can see why I liked it. Asked about her motivations in the writing of the book, Evaristo said in an interview, and I want to quote her because I could have just read this passage and then that's the speech, because this is the gist. This really resonates with me. She says, I wanted to put presence into absence. I was very frustrated that Black British women weren't visible in literature. I whittled it down to 12 characters. I wanted them to span from a teenager to someone in their 90s and to see their trajectory from birth, though not linear. There are many ways in which otherness can be interpreted in the novel. The women are othered in so many ways and sometimes by each other.